Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket 3 on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday evening inside the Raider Activity Center. Tonight it's a basketball doubleheader in District 1 featuring the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Maple River Raiders. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show. Taylor Sherman is running the camera for us tonight for this doubleheader from Tower City. First up are the girls. The Maple River Raiders at 9-4 on the season, going up against the 10-4 Sargent County Bulldogs. Well, for the Sargent County Bulldogs on the boys game later tonight, Ryan Weber's club 2-8 on the year, but they've won 2 of their last 3, 2-1 in District 1 play going up against Jake Koka's Maple River Raiders. It's been nearly a month for the Raiders playing in their last home game here inside the Raider Activity Center on the boys' side. Maple River at 6-5. We'll talk about that a little bit later on throughout the girls' broadcast here. Again, this is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. For Sargent County, winners of back-to-back games, a 10-point win over Weimar-Lidgewood on the 21st, and they knocked down Richland as well, 66-39. And during that span, the JV of Sargent County beat a kind of a hybrid team of Hankinson, which does count as a District 1 win. After tonight for Randy Searstead's club, it is another couple of games coming up here, very busy, just as the boys will be as well. For the girls, after tonight, they will play Saturday going up against number 1 Benson County in Gwinner at 1:30. Then Monday finishing off District 1 play, squaring off with Tri-State. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, again, 9-4 in the season, winners of 4 consecutive games. Their last contest was a 62-29 win against Hankinson on the 23rd, and prior to that, defeated Richland 58-34 on January the 21st. After tonight for Maple River, they will play a doubleheader tomorrow here against the Tri-State Tigers. Girls are up first again with JV at 4:30, varsity at 6, with the boys to follow at 7:30, and then on Monday, they finish off their District 1 play with a trip down to Enderlin on Monday night. That, again, is a look ahead at what has happened for both the Raiders and the Bulldogs when we come back on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Take a look at the latest District 1 standings, your out-of-town scoreboard, that and more still to come here today from Tower City. This is District 1 basketball.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Last year between Maple River and the Sargent County Bulldogs, these two teams played twice against each other, once in the regular season and once in the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament Championship. Last year, Maple River winners in the regular season nearly a year ago to the date on the 29th of January, 62-58 in Gwinner. Last year, the Raiders picked up a victory. Addison Hannick had a big-time performance in that win. Sargent County, though, would go on and defeat Maple River in the District 1 Girls Basketball Championship from North Dakota State College of Science down in Wahpeton. Then on February the 12th, 55-32. So again, they split in the last season in their two meetings. Latest District 1 standings, a win for tonight for Maple River nearly clinches the number 1 seed. Maple River 4-0 in District 1 play. Oaks is 5-1. Sargent County at 5-1 as well. Tri-State 3-2. Weimar Lidgewood 3-4. Richlands 2-3. Enderlin 0-5. Hankinson 0-6. And Barnes County North locked in at that number 9 spot. But again, a win for Maple River, already defeating Oaks. And then if they could defeat Sargent County, would almost clinch, again, a top number 1 seed. A loss, though, then all of a sudden you'd have Oaks, Sargent County all with one loss against each other. And then Tri-State still has games with both Sargent County and Maple River just to make things a little more interesting, sitting in that number 4 spot. So Maple River wins. They got the whole shot again as the number 1. Sargent County more than likely then would be the 3 unless Oaks comes up short in one of their final District 1 games, as Oaks holds the tiebreaker to Sargent County. But we'll talk about that a little bit more as this game progresses. Scoreboard back on Monday. Richland with a 6-point win at Enderlin. Oaks defeated Weimar Lidgewood by 5. You had Sargent County JV winners over Hankinson, and then Tri-State went on the road and lost in Langford, South Dakota, 59-45. Tonight, Tri-State at Weimar Lidgewood for a Region 1 contest. Interesting again in that 4 or 5 seed line right now. Oaks makes their way down to Richland. Edgeley Cullum Montpelier at Carrington in a District 2 game. And also you got Medina Pinger Buchanan at New Rockford Cheyenne. Just some regional Division B teams tonight. District 2 standings, Lemoore Litchfield Marion, they are then going to be the number 1 seed out of the District 2 tournament. Edgeley Cullum Montpelier goes to Lytton HMB on Saturday. The winner of that will be the 2. The loser will be the 3. Kidder County has clinched a top 4 seed and will be at number 4 more than likely with how the schedule plays out. So that's top end again of District 2. Lemoore Litchfield Marion will be the 1. EKM Lytton HMB, the winner of that matchup on Saturday one more time, will be the 2. Loser more than likely will be the 3. We'll take a quick break on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. When we come back after this, dive into this matchup a little bit more. We'll hear from the coaches. That's next. Randy Searston and Nathan Hoots on the way before our starting lineups and the opening tip for part 1 of our doubleheader. It's District 1 basketball.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
On on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance from the Raider Activity Center. It's the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Maple River Raiders. Joining us here from Sargent County's perspective is Coach Randy Searstead here. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Randy, you're getting to this point of the season. I was looking at both teams' schedules. There's not a lot of district games left, not a lot of regular season games left here. The district tournament's about 2 weeks to the day before you get down there for a Valley City. So biggest thing going forward that you like from your team the last couple of district wins is what, as you get ready for a quality opponent tonight in the Raiders?
Yeah, the Raiders have been playing pretty well. They've had a tougher competition and schedule, than most around the area too, but they're battling. They're facing some adversity a little bit too, just like we are, and we shot the ball a lot better too, and didn't turn it over last Friday against Richland, so that was a good step in progress towards the end of the season. You would think with the weather the way it is today, especially, it would be tournament time, or state tournament for that fact, but we're still playing in January here, and these games mean a lot here towards the end.
What does someone like Lily Lee provide to the club, and what have you seen her, particularly on the rebounding side, getting those second chances or getting, the opportunity of a one-and-done defensively?
Yeah, she stepped up and hit some shots and shooting more too, which I've been telling her and preaching on her to try to do so, but spread the wealth a little bit, so to speak, along like Carly, Emma, and Ashlyn a little bit to, amongst her first five and get some more shots up, because she's shooting probably the highest percentage, on the whole team, so we want to keep it that way too.
When you take a look at Maple River, what's going to present a challenge here later? Obviously, you've had some good matchups with Coach Hoot's teams over the years, so what's going to be a challenge here later tonight, Randy?
Yeah, just taking away Richmond and Hanning, their top two scorers, but also realizing that we got to guard the perimeter and on the other shooters too, and keep them off the three-point lines. Just play and box out position and play our game and take control of what we can do and control the intangibles.
Does this almost kind of feel as close as you could get to a district tournament game, knowing what a win or a loss kind of does for the seed line? I know it doesn't guarantee you the one or guarantee you the three, depending on what happens, but is it about as close to a postseason game as you could get, Randy, in the regular season?
Yeah, this one, and then leading up into Saturday, too, with Benson County, number one in the state right now. But now it's do or not do or die, but, it's time to get rolling and start figuring our stuff out, too, and get to where we want to here right in before tournament time.
Hey, Randy, it's always good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That again, Randy Searstead, head coach for the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll continue on our pregame show after this here from Tower City.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by one, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes the ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, three on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
As we continue on our pregame show here tonight from the Raider Activity Center, it's the Maple River Raiders going up against the Sargent County Bulldogs. Part one of our twin bill here tonight with the girls up first. Joining us from the Maple River perspective, that is Nathan Hoots. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Hoots, you take a look at this particular matchup here. What's the one thing you like from your team as of the last couple weeks here? I know we've talked about with Carly Holvison going out, maybe defining some roles, some injuries. It seems like the team is starting to gel and understand what their new roles might have been, even though Carly obviously did a lot of really good things, but now you've seen some other girls kind of step into those spots. How have you seen them play in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it was clunky for 3 or 4 games. We had really gotten into a groove, both offensively and defensively, leading into that Barnes County tournament when she got hurt We played really well against good teams at our scrimmage, and then our first 2 games, everything was going smooth. And like I said, just kind of got a little bumpy there, trying to figure out our roles. And then as the calendar flipped, we played some really tough teams early on, and pushed them to the limit in both Edgeley, Cullman, and Lemoore. Mayville was a real good game over Christmas break as well. But defensively, we've really. And I feel like every time we talk, I talk about defense, but our defense turns into offense. And, it was a little clunky right away to start the game against Richland last week, and then our defense really got rolling. We got out in transition, and it's amazing how good your offense looks when your defense is forcing turnovers. And when we're playing complementary basketball, we can be tough to beat as long as everybody's healthy and everybody is out of foul trouble.
You mentioned the transition game. Brielle Cloran can be a real catalyst in that, whether it's steals, rebound, hit the outlets. So what have you seen from Bree's performance here so far in the month of January?
Yeah, her ability to force bad passes. She hasn't been racking up the steals like we have got accustomed to in the last couple of years. Violet and a couple other girls have been really, really getting those, but she's the girl that's leaking out and getting those. She runs like a deer, and when she gets out in front of everybody, whoever's got the steal or the deflection, they're looking to hit it ahead to her as quickly as possible. And there's Sargent County's got a girl that can run with her tonight, but there's not many teams that have girls that can run with her, and that leads to easy buckets for her. I'd like to see her get going a little bit more in the half court, but when she's giving you so much on defense and so much in transition, it's hard to complain when there's not a whole lot in the half court for her.
And again, Nathan Hoots here on YourLiveEvent.com, part of our pregame conversation here with Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Also, Nathan Hoots was talking about as well, we had a little technical issue, but also Nathan Hoots talking about the next part of the question was ball pressure from Sargent County. He knows this is a team with Randy Searstead that's going to, so to speak, get in your face, make it difficult to go the length of the floor or even in the half-court set. So controlling in terms of the pace of play, but also more importantly, the turnovers tonight was another big thing for head coach Nathan Hoots. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on our pregame show next here in Tower City.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Here today from Tower City, it's the Sargent County Bulldogs at 10-4 in the season, going up against the 9-4 Maple River Raiders. Both teams receiving votes in the latest top 10 in the state of North Dakota. If you go down the line, they'd be 14th and 15th, respectively. Benson County, number 1 team in the state, making their way down to Gwinner on Saturday for a Saturday matinee with Sargent County. Kenmare Bullbells, number 2. Tioga, number 3. Central McLean, 4. And Bowman County, number 5. Lemoore Litchell Marion, the only team in the top 10 out of Region 1. Then Linton HMB, Oaks, Maple River, and Sargent County all receiving votes. And again, part 2 of our doubleheader will be coming up at the conclusion of this game around 7:30 with the boys game featuring Sargent County and Maple River. Again, that does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want by going to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Starting lineups and the opening tip are next inside the Raider Activity Center.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups here inside the Raider Activity Center, Chase Miller, Taylor Sherman with you here on this Thursday night as we're nearing the weekend here in the end of the month of January. Starting lineups will go like this for the Bulldogs, head coached by Randy Searstead. Emma Bixby, the 5'2 senior guard, 8 points per game, 7 assists. Lily Lee, a 5'10 senior forward, 7 points and 6 rebounds per game. You have Carly Cadoon, the 5'9 junior forward, 18 points and just under 6 rebounds. Sadie Newstill, the 5'7 senior forward, 4 points and 3 boards. And Ashlyn Sundquist, the 5'11 senior forward, 9 points and 7 rebounds. Again, for the Maple River Raiders, with Bixby, Lee, Cadoon, Newstill, and Sundquist, Sargent County averaging 52 points per game, while defensively giving up 36 points per contest. As the lights go dim here inside the Raider Activity Center, as the Raiders, they'll go like this. Maple River head coach is Nathan Hoots, 9-4 in the season. Violet Richmond, a 5'8 freshman guard, 16 points, 3 assists here on the year for Violet Richmond. From there, you got Brio Kaloran Bree for short, the 5'10 senior forward at 10 points and 5 boards. Claire Irie, the 5'9 junior forward, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Addison Hannig, the 6' senior center, 14 points and 9 boards per game. And Abby Kaloran, the 5'5 freshman, 5 points and 3 rebounds. Again, Richmond, Brio Kaloran, Irie Hannig, and Abby Kaloran here for the Maple River Raiders. Maple River averaging 56 points per game, while defensively giving up 45 points per contest. That again is a look at our starting lineups here today from Tower City. Broadcasting from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank, your small town bank and big time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. As we will put this one up in the center circle, Tyler Eukstead, part of the 3-man crew here tonight, will do the honors. Cadoon and Hannig in the center circle, and we get this District 1 girls basketball underway right on time at 6 o'clock here on a Thursday night. Maple River in their home whites here this evening. Raiders in cursive across the front in blue, outlined in red with the blue numerals. Kaloran making her way to the paint, left-handed scoop for 2, and Abby gets the first 2 points on the City of Hope scoreboard. Sargent County in their road dark blue uniforms here with Bulldogs across the front in white with the trim of silver. Here's a partially blocked shot by Bree, saved by Hanig, and this one goes to the other side of the floor now to Violet Richmond. Richmond in transition here, crossing over, ankle cross, teardropper inside the paint. That'll go long. Rebound coming down to the Bulldogs. That is Lee. Outlet the other side. Cadoon trying to take one hard dribble off the window. Shot no. Rebound tipped out. Last touch. It'll be off of Hanig here of Maple River. So ball will go towards Sargent County here. And the transition game will be an interesting point of emphasis for both teams here this evening, as the inbounds will come on the baseline. Right wing open, Cadoon, right wing three-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound here on the backside, and hitting the deck is going to be a traveling violation as Sundquist able to get the rebound. Bulldog fans wanted a push for a defensive turnover. Nothing was granted, or a defensive foul, as we will see it here. Good-looking crowd inside the Raider Activity Center with these two programs meeting, and both are going to be back in action respectively throughout the weekend. Ball will go left-handed side for Maple River. Back up top to Abby. Crossing over, taking the rub screen by Hanik on this weaving action. Violet steps into a 14-footer. That'll go long. Rebound here to Emma Bixby. That'll be her first, and a hand check foul for Violet. Violet Richmond picks up her first and the team's first here. 1 minute and 10 seconds into our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings to housing options, you can search HopeND.com. Cadoon on the short corner, jumper no. Rebound here will come down to Kaloran. That's Abby. Abby up the floor to Irie. Irie looking for a cutting teammate to Bree. Cadoon gets back well defensively to bat that one out of bounds. High school girls basketball here today, District 1, and nearly 2 weeks to the date. The District 1 quarterfinals will get underway on yourliveevent.com from VCSU. We'll have the boys then later in the month of February down in Wapaton. Teardropper by Violet's got it to go. Second player in the scoring column, little 4-0 run to start here for the Raiders. 90 seconds in. Sargent County, some quality looks so far, just hasn't dropped. Violet has to play smart again with that early foul. Ball will go right-handed side, Cadoon up top to Lee. Lee looking to reverse it, does to Bixby. Little flex cut here to Sundquist on the inside. A hedge, and then we'll see a foul on the deck. Foul will come on Abby, her first and the team's second here, as Kaloran was trying to front again with Sundquist. And Nathan Hoots thought it was mostly ball with it and thought it was a jump ball. Instead, it will be a fresh 35 here for Sargent County, as Newstill will handle it on the inbounds. Newstill passes this one to Lee. Lee on the short corner to Cadoon. Right pocket three on the way. Carly, this one will go long, and a rebound to Abby. That'll be her second, and ball will be out of play off of Sundquist. For Sargent County, they will be back in action again on Saturday, hosting the #1 ranked team in the state in Benson County, as they will make their way 1:30 on yourliveevent.com with Nick Furch. Nick has double duty down in Gwinner and Milner, as the boys will have a date with Napoleon Gackle-Streeter in Milner. Blocked shot by Lee after the attempt by Irie, and now the Bulldogs will try to get that to see if it can be a shot in the arm offensively. Sundquist at the left wing, hands off to Newstill, back up top to Bixby as Maple River in this man pressure defense. Bixby taking the screen by Lee. Bixby going to drive, forces one. This one will go long. Rebound to Irie, and the outlet nearly a turnover as Kaloran saves it to Violet. Violet dribble pullback left wing three. This one will be off the iron. Rebound to Carly Cadoon, her first. Cadoon will see this one now for the Bulldogs as Bixby brings it into center court. Bixby on the far side will handle the ball screen here, as she does not once but twice. Gives it now to Lee. Three-pointer on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Lee with the triple, and it's now 4-3. That can be an X factor here for the Bulldogs if one of your bigs can hit one or two three-pointers throughout the night. Abigail Kaloran up top against this zone, leaves it now to Bree. Bree will take it at the left wing, bounce pass inside to Hanig, who steps through, and she lost it out of bounds, and it will be Maple River that'll handle the basketball. 4:47 left to play here in the opening quarter. Ball will be on the baseline, as you'll see Brielle Kaloran, as Bree will see this one. Bounce pass to Hanig. She wants a three-pointer from the wing. That'll be off the iron, and a board coming down to Lee. That'll be her second. Cadoon gives it to Bixby now, as Emma will set up the offense. Ball will go right-handed side. This one will be in the hands of Lee. Now to the right wing to Newstill. Newstill sees this one, weaving her way back to Carly. Cadoon taking a couple of dribbles as Violet Richmond nearly face-guarding Bixby. Fires it on the inside to Sundquist. Sundquist from the block up and in. First lead of the game for the Bulldogs here at 5-4. They match a 4-0 run with a 5-0 run, and the Bulldogs are out in front. Maple River, Abby Kaloran, teardropper from the free throw line. That one had some length to it as Abby now has 4. Nice move. You run her off the three-point line, able to take a dribble, get some space. As Bixby at the right wing gives it now to Newstill. Newstill with a couple of dribbles here at the high post. Bounce pass to Cadoon. Cadoon, 17-footer, got it. Carly Cadoon, back and forth we go in the last couple of possessions as the Bulldogs now lead it by 1. Richmond gives it to Bree inside of Hanig. Hanig with the shot, and there's a block by Lee. It's still loose on the deck. Eventually, we will see a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards Sargent County. But for Lily Lee, already 2 blocks here in the quarter. Substitution as Chloe Bogart will check in. Also coming in here for the Bulldogs will be Mallory, the freshman at 5'7", Mallory Bogart. While for Maple River, B-Set will come in, the 5'7" junior. Hallie with a game winner against Lemoore Litchfield Marion, part of that Barnes County girls basketball third-place game back in December. Sundquist, right pocket 3, that'll go long. Rebound tapped out to Hanig. Hanig up the floor looking for a streaking Brielle Kaloran who gets fouled. And Brielle Kaloran nearly took out a young child underneath the hoop as well, as Bree able to make sure the child's all right. As Bree will head to the free throw line, foul will be on Sundquist, her first, the team's first, as Bree, a 62% free throw shooter, to line. Free throw attempt is up and it's in. Something right on cue that Nathan Hoots talked about in our pregame conversation is the transition bucket by Brielle Kaloran, someone who can essentially go free throw line to free throw line in a matter of a blink of an eye. As Cadoon corrals the window, can be a difference maker, and that's what they were able to do their last home game against Richland, looking to do that here against the Bulldogs. Cadoon will see this first tie of the basketball game here. As you'll see it, right-handed side to Bogart. That's Chloe. Chloe gives it back to Cadoon here, top of the key, able to reverse it to Bixby. Sundquist coming off on that flex screen. Sundquist with it, kick right-handed side, back to the right wing. Bulldogs with the opportunity here for Bogart, gives it now to Bixby. Shot clock to 5 seconds. Ball will go right-handed side. Sundquist on the baseline. Right-handed scoop for 2. Ashlyn Sundquist now with 4. It's 9-7. Sargent County on in front. Ivory finds a trailing Bree. Bree will see a block shot by Cadoon. Spinning her way, though, is Hanig off the window. Good for 2. Hanig with her first field goal, tied at 9. The Bulldogs already with 3 block shots here in this opening quarter. Ball screen coming, Mallory Bogart at the right wing, probing, looking, giving back up top to Cadoon. Cadoon will step into a three-pointer on the way off the iron. Good box out underneath, both by Hanig and Brielle Kaloran as it goes the other side for the Raiders. Violet Richmond goes behind the back, now to Irie up top. Irie thought about a 3, looking, driving, kicking to Bree. Kaloran on the baseline, bounce pass here to Hanig, nice seal for 2. Give Bree the assist, give Hanig the bucket, and the Raiders lead it by 2, 11-9 here on our City of Hope scoreboard. This is any indication of what the next 3 quarters have in store. This should be fun. Sundquist, 15-footer for the answer. Ashlyn Sundquist averages 9 points per game. She already has 6 here in the quarter. Third tie of the first. B-set right wing, back up top to Violet. Violet with the jab step, steps into a three-pointer. This one off the iron, rebound to Cadoon, and then we'll see a foul. Cadoon with her third board of the game. Foul will come across here on B-set. That'll be her first, team's third, and substitution as Abby Kaloran will check in, while Lee will check in here for the Bulldogs. 82 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. 11 apiece. So far, 4 points on the way for Hanig and Abby Kaloran for Maple River. The Bulldogs led by the 6 of Sundquist and the made three-pointer by Lee. Sargent County looking to pick up their 11th win of the season. Raiders looking for win number 10 of their campaign. Newstill left wing with it. Gives it back up top to Lee. Lee reverse it now to Bixby. Bixby on the interior, and this one will go out of bounds. Last touch here off Brielle Kaloran, as they will see it on the baseline here with Mallory Bogart. Bogart on the inbounds. for Sargent County. Leaves this one up top to Lee. Lee posting up on the interior is Cadoon. Cadoon able to spin on the baseline, and then we'll see a foul as Carly will head to the line. A 55% free throw shooter on the season. Foul will come across on Bree. That'll be her first and the team's fourth. So for Nathan Hoots, 4 different players with 1 foul early here in the quarter, as Cadoon will shoot the first free throw attempt for Sargent County tonight. Free throw is up and in. Cadoon now with 3. Bulldogs 10-0 in this season when scoring 48 or more points here this year. That's kind of the magic number for Sargent County as Cadoon goes 2 of 2 from the stripe. Well, Maple River, all 4 of their losses have been when the opponent scores 52 points. Here on the year, 2 and 4 when that happens for the Raiders' perspective. Violet Mitchman, right wing to Abby. Ball gets deflected to Violet. Violet gives it to B-Set, now to Bree. Kaloran on the baseline, back to B-Set here, taking a couple of dribbles. Leaves a pass to Abby on the wing. Abby slithering her way. Bounce pass here to Bree. The left-hand shot, no. Rebound to Cadoon. Carly Cadoon with her 4th board of the game. Emma Bixby will see it now on about a 2-second shot clock to game clock differential here as the Bulldogs looking to get up by more than 1 possession. Newstel driving, leave it, left-handed side of Mallory Bogart. Bogart here at the top of the key takes a screen to the baseline to Newstel. Newstel saves it back up top to Bixby. Bixby here with 13 seconds on the shot clock to Newstel. Lee posting up on the inside. Ball gets deflected out of bounds, and it will stay Sargent County basketball. Maple River with the first 4 points of the game. Sargent County matched with the next 5, and then it's been tied at 7, 9, and 11 here in the quarter, as the Bulldogs with the made field goal would get up by their largest lead of the game. Cadoon taking the screen. Here's a 3-pointer for Carly. That'll go long. Rebound out to Bree, but then a turnover to Bogart for 2. Mallory Bogart will finish off the quarter with a layup just hanging around the weeds after the rebound by Bree and a turnover on the Raiders. Sargent County leads it by 4 on the City of Hope scoreboard.
Hi, this is Jim. And with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moll. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the Maple River Raiders and the Sargent County Bulldogs here from the Raider Activity Center. 15-11 Bulldogs led by the 6 of Sundquist, while the Raiders led by the 4 again of Abby Kaloran and Hanig. Largest lead of the game here for the Bulldogs as this one's going to get skipped to a cunning Kaloran. That's Abby. Bounce pass now to Bree. Bree looking for this to Abby here. Abby able to rip it through, trying to go through the trees. No, stays with it though for Kaloran and gets a fresh 35 as they can try to find it to Violet Richmond, but good hands and suffocating defense there for Sargent County as Maple River will inbound this one here on the baseline. Abby will see this one, gives it to Bree. Bree on the interior to Hanig. Hanig muscling her way off the window. No, ball gets deflected, and Abigail Kaloran comes up with her 4th board. Bree to Addie here. Gives it back to Abby. Now to Addison. Hanig leaves it to Bree on this weave. Bree with the step now to Hanig at the left baseline. Back up top to Abby. Abby will take a couple of dribbles. Looks for Violet. Richmond jumper from 16. This one will be off the iron. Rebound comes down to Lee. That'll be her 3rd. Bulldogs right now trying to hold Maple River to this 11-point mark. The last 2 minutes and change right now of game time. Left wing Bogart, that's Mallory. Back up top to Cadoon as they're able to reverse it to Bixby. Bixby on the pass to Lee. There comes a double. Bixby open now. She'll shoot the 3, and that one rattles in. Emma Bixby with the made triple, her first field goal of the night, and the Bulldogs have their largest lead of the game here at 7. Violet going through to Hanig here. Hanig back up top to Abby. Kaloran bounce pass. Here goes Irie. Shot fake. Sundquist gets out. Irie with it. Ball gets deflected here in the hands of Abby as she zips it across to Violet. Richmond crossing over. Violet on the interior back to Abby. She'll step into a top of the key. 3! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Kaloran now has 7. A much-needed field goal there from the Raider perspective, but if you're Sargent County right now, still up by 2 possessions. Here's you bring it to the front court. Bixby, bounce pass, nice find to Bogart. Ball gets partially blocked, and Kaloran will stay with it. Abby already 7 points and 5 rebounds for the freshman. Leaves it now to Violet Richmond. Richmond on the baseline to Bree. Bree with a jumper from 7. That'll go long contested, and Lee gets her 4th board of the game. Bulldogs with Bixby. At the right wing to Sundquist. Sundquist gives it to Bixby here. Bixby interior to Kadoon, who spins into the paint. Turnaround floater. Turnaround jumper, that is. No good. Rebound comes down to Hanig, her 3rd. Outlet now to Violet Richmond. Raiders got numbers if they want to hurry. Richmond, bounce pass. Irie. Irie step through, and Kadoon gets a block shot. Kadoon with her 2nd block of the game. Kadoon with a head of steam. Bounce pass to Sundquist across the other side, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. We'll see if it's in the act of shooting or on the floor as the foul will come across here. And this one will be with Ashlyn Sundquist, a 69% free throw shooter. 6 points so far in the game and a rebound, as we'll see the foul coming across for Maple River. That'll be on Abby Kaloran, her 2nd, team's 1st of the 2nd quarter. Free throw opportunity here for Sundquist is up and in. Sundquist now with 7. Bulldogs lead it here by 5 at the 5:26 mark here on yourliveevent.com. Free throw opportunity number 2 on the way for Sundquist. That'll rattle out. Good board as Irie will come up with it. That's her 2nd board of the game. Right now, Abigail Kaloran will see this little zone pressure defense by Sargent County, and they will look to help off Violet when they can. There's the skip to the aforementioned Violet. Bixby is there, and this one will be out of bounds on Violet Richmond, and a turnover. Turnover number 2 on the way for Maple River, as we'll see a little full court pressure defense as Abigail Kaloran will check out of the game as B-Set will check in. Maple River 6 players so far have played well for Sargent County. They've gone 7 for Randy Searstead's club. Carly Kadoon gives it to Bogart. That's Mallory to the baseline now to Sundquist. Sundquist with it on the skip, and Violet Richmond's there with a turnover. Richmond will see this one in front of the Bulldog bench, and a blocking foul on Bixby. That'll be Emma's 1st, team's 1st of the quarter here. It's 19-14. Starting the quarter again, it was 15-11 for Sargent County. Violet dribbles at the right wing, able to see this one. Jumper from 17, got it to go. Violet Richmond now has got 4. Field goal in the 1st and a field goal here in the 2nd quarter. Raiders are back within a possession. Emma Bixby in the front court, right-handed side to Bogart, and there's going to be a body foul here on B-Set. Her 2nd, the team's 2nd. So Hallie B-Set, the junior guard, will pick up the foul as you'll see Sadie Newstill checking into the game. As Lily Lee will take a breather here for Coach Randy Searstead's club. Ball will go right-handed side to Kadoon. Kadoon at the wing, looking for a teammate here, taking the screen. Kadoon looking for a step through, nothing there. Bounce pass back up top to Mallory. Bogart to Bixby. Here's Sundquist trying to grab the basketball, be last touch off of Sundquist, and a turnover on Sargent County. Good job by Bree fronting, and then batted that ball off of Ashlyn's hand, and it will be a turnover on the Bulldogs. But this will allow Sargent County to set up a little full court pressure defense here. Violet Richmond to Irie. Irie gives this one to Hanig. Hanig up the floor to Bree. Bree at the left wing finds a trailing Violet Richmond. This to tie the game. Rainbow 3 tickles the twine. Violet Richmond now with 7. 3 field goals in the quarter for the Raiders, 2 of them from beyond the arc, and we're tied at 19 apiece. 4th tie of the game, 1st here in the quarter number 2. Bixby right wing gives it to Kadoon. Kadoon with the answer 3. This one will get the shooter's roll to go. Kadoon now with 7. Hit the front of the rim twice and also the side of the rim, able to float in. Irie leaves it now to Kaloran. Bree jumper from 6. Yes, sir. 3 points here for Bree, and the Bulldogs nearly turned the basketball over on the inbounds. 22-21 right now in a back-and-forth District 1 basketball game, a rematch of last year's District 1 championship in which Sargent County came out in front, but the Raiders won in the regular season down in Gwinner. Jumper from Bixby, no. Rebound, Hannigan. The Raiders want to run. Violet Richmond up the floor to Irie. Irie with it, and Cadoon gets back well defensively. Cadoon able to bat that one out of bounds with 3:08 left to play here in the second. 5 timeouts remaining for both clubs. 2 fouls here for the Raiders and 1 so far here for Sargent County in the second. Violet Richmond with the pass to Irie. Left pocket 3 on the way for Claire. This one got it to go. Claire Irie with the triple, and it's raining threes. Bring out your umbrella as the Raiders now have an advantage here at 24-22. 2:58 left to play here in the second. Timeout on the floor.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Time out on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank to see what values-based banking can do for you. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers build, communities grow, and prosper. Member FDIC, equal housing lender is Bank North. Timeout taken here by Coach Randy Searstead inside Tower City here. And so far for both teams, they've been trading three-pointers here. 2 field goals for Sargent County here in the quarter. A 3-pointer by Bixby, a 3-pointer by Cadoon, and then you have the free throw by Sundquist. Off for Maple River, they've hit 3 3-pointers now so far here in the quarter from 3 different players by Abby, Claire, and Violet. 24-22. Bixby will see this one. Ball gets deflected by Violet, but ends up in the hands of Newstill. Now to Sundquist here on the baseline. Sundquist at the right wing gives it to Bixby here. Bixby trying to get by Irie. Here comes the help across the paint. Last touch off of who? And it'll be last touch off of Violet as it will stay Bulldog basketball. Some boys basketball fans waiting and filing in after the conclusion of this girls game. Intriguing boys game coming up later in District 1 standings for both of these two teams on where their trajectory could go for the rest of the year. This one is forced pass on the inside, but somehow Newstill comes up with it. Now to Lita Cadoon. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bixby's got to get it off. This to take the lead. 3-pointer short rebound will be out of bounds, and it will stay in the hands of Maple River. Good hustle there by Lee. It finally goes down to Irie. Other side of the floor goes Richmond. Jumper from 15, rattling out, and the board to Cadoon, her 5th. Carly working on a double-double, 7 points, 5 rebounds here for the junior. Bixby at the right wing, the senior athlete of the year in volleyball here at the defensive specialist spot or the libero spot. Little 1-4 set for the Bulldogs. Newstill, high post, not a Lee. Lee taking a dribble. Here comes the double. Ball will be on the deck, and Kaloran will come up with it. Bree, now to B-set. B-set leads a 3-on-3 to Hanig. Hanig going to drive on Lee. Step through off the window, and she gets fouled. Hanig will head to the free throw line to shoot her first free throws of the night. And the foul will come across on the Bulldogs. It'll be their second of the quarter, and this one will be on Newstill. Sadie with her first of the contest. Hanig free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Raiders with a chance to match their largest lead of the game with the made free throw here. Free throw attempt number 2 rattles out. Rebound goes down to Lee, her 5th. As the Bulldogs, we'll see it with Cadoon, set up the offense. Gives it to Bixby. Bixby at the right wing. Bixby taking a couple of dribbles. Nice ankle cross by on Violet. Newstill quickly to Sundquist. Sundquist on the baseline. Sundquist trying to get the reversal. No. Rebound by Sundquist. Put back, and there's a foul. Sundquist, 7 points, 2 rebounds here. Will head to the line to shoot 2. The foul will come across on Maple River, their 3rd of the quarter. And now you see Sundquist heading to the line, and B-set will pick up her 3rd. Free throw opportunity here for Sundquist is good. Sundquist now with 8 to lead the floor here for the Bulldogs. As checking in will be Richmond. That's Lila here, the 5'5 junior guard. Sundquist trying to make it a 1-point game. This one will go long. Rebound, though, will be a foul on Lee after the board by Hanig. So Lee will pick up her first and the team's third after Lee was hustling after the loose ball there, and then Hanig was trying to save it before it went out of bounds, hustling after it. Maple River with Violet Richmond, right-handed side to Irie. Irie looking for it on the skip to Richmond. That's Lila. Now back up top to Violet, the younger sister. Violet gives it to Irie. Jumper on the way. 3 for Claire off the heel of the rim. Rebound goes down to Sundquist, and they're going to outlet the other side, but there's a turnover. Not ready for it was Lee. Now Violet Richmond. Richmond, nice little step on. Cadoon for 2. Violet Richmond. Now it's 7 in the quarter. Maple River leads it by 4 here. Bixby right-handed side takes the rub screen by Sundquist. Not a Cadoon. Carly will see this one, able to spin as she does. Inside Sundquist on the block. Bounce pass to Lee. Shot is up. Shot no good. Rebound to Hanig. And now it'll be Maple River with Violet Richmond. Violet to Hanig here. Right-handed side to Lila. Lila Richmond at the right wing. About a 2.5 differential between shot clock and the game clock here as Nathan Hoots calls out the offense against this zone set. Ball will be with Violet Richmond crossing over. Sadie Newstall and Bixby up top on that 2-3 zone. Here comes a screen by Bree. Violet right wing gives it to Lila. Now back to Violet Richmond. Step through, taking a nice little pop pass to Bree. Bree at the left wing. 2 seconds. One. They will get the shot off to beat the horn. And that's how you'll finish this first half of play. Brielle Killorn with the cross-court pass to Richmond, and Lila buries it to beat the horn. 30-23 as we head to the half. Maple River out in front. Stay tuned for our first half stats next here in Tower City.
I'm a diesel technician.
I am a coach.
I am a firefighter.
I am a nurse.
I am a sheriff.
I am a loan officer.
I am a teacher. And together, we all know underage drinking has a negative effect on brain development. Let's keep substances out of the hands of our youth. This message is brought to you by your Southeast Region Prevention Specialists.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Maple Valley School District has formed a VEX Robotics Club. The club is open to students in grades 5 through 12. Beyond science and engineering principles, robotics allows students to learn the fundamentals of the engineering design process, creativity, problem solving, teamwork, and public speaking. More information can be found at myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. And click on the Activities tab to learn more information about the Maple Valley School District VEX Robotics Club. At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com, Chase Miller alongside Taylor Sherman with you. What a way to finish off half number one from a Maple River perspective. It was tied at 19 apiece at the 3:58 mark, and they would finish the first half on an 11-4 run, capped off by that Lila Richmond three-pointer to beat the horn. That, again, is how we finished our first half of play. Taking a look at the first half numbers, Sargent County 15 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second. Maple River 11 points in quarter number 1 and 19 in quarter number 2. Maple River so far with 6 players in the scoring column. They hit 4 threes from 4 different players in the second. 15 rebounds, 2 for 4 from the line with 3 turnovers here for Maple River. Off for the Sargent County Bulldogs, 5 players in the scoring column, 4 of 6 from the stripe, 3 threes, 2 of them coming in the second stanza. 14 rebounds here for the Bulldogs with 5 turnovers. Individually, Maple River led by the 9 points of Violet Richmond, the 7 by Abby Killorn, who's got 5 boards as well. 5 points for Addison Hanig with 6 rebounds, 3 points for Bree, 3 points for Lila Richmond, 3 points, 3 boards for Claire Eyring. And the Raiders led by the 9 of Violet. Sargent County with 8 points here with Ashlyn Sundquist and 3 rebounds on 2 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. Again, Sundquist has 8. 7 points for Carly Canoe with 5 rebounds. 3 points for Lily Lee and 5 boards. 3 points for Bixby and a board. And Mallory Bogart has 2. Again, Sargent County led by the 8 of Sundquist and the 7 by Cadoon. Bulldogs next up. It doesn't get any easier. Number 1 ranked Benson County comes into town at 1:30 on your liveevent.com on Saturday. And then the Bulldogs will have a date down in Tri-State on Monday for their last District 1 game before the regular season finalizes for them with the Bonanza on February the 8th at NDSCS. For the Maple River Raiders, they're back in action tomorrow for a doubleheader here on yourliveevent.com with the Tigers of Tri-State. 6 o'clock is a scheduled tip time for varsity on the girls. Monday, then, it's their last District 1 game in Enderlin. Still got Griggs Dakota for senior night on the schedule as well for Maple River. It's the Raiders up by 7 at the half. We'll come back and get you ready for the boys game and some notes for that before we get to the second half on yourliveevent.com.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
At North Sargent School, we believe in empowering students for a bright future. From our caring teachers and innovative programs to our focus on academic excellence and community involvement, North Sargent is where students thrive. With small class sizes and personalized attention, we ensure every student gets the support they need to succeed, both in the classroom and beyond. Proud to be a part of our growing community, we're shaping tomorrow's leaders today. North Sargent School, preparing learners today to thrive in the future.
At the half here on yourliveevent.com, the Maple River Raiders lead it by 7 here, 30-23. With about, again, that three-pointer was made by Lila Richmond to finish off half number 1 right at the horn. Later tonight, Maple River 6-5 on the season, 1-1 in District 1 play in boys basketball will go up against the Sargent County Bulldogs, who open up the year with 7 straight losses, but since they got to District 1 play, they're 2-1 in the district. As the Sargent County Bulldogs and Maple River Raiders tangle tonight in boys basketball. Sargent County so far on the season led by the 12 points of Jace Fury, the junior guard with 12 points per contest, while for Maple River led by a T. Silling with 14 points and 9 rebounds per game. Again, that'll be the conclusion after our girls game. We'll have a modified post-game, modified pregame, and then get you ready for around a 7:30 opening tip here tonight between Maple River and Sargent County in boys basketball. Also, a reminder, the District 1 girls basketball tournament can be viewed right here on yourliveevent.com, and the boys tournament. Girls will be the 14th, 15th, and 17th of February from The Fieldhouse in Valley City from the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, or better known as the Bubble, will have all 3 of those days, and then also all 3 days down in Wapaton at Science School on February 28th, March the 3rd, and March the 4th. It's the District 1 boys and girls basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com. Again, at the half, Maple River led by the 9 of Violet Richmond. Sargent County led by the 8 of Ashland Sunquist. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. Second half action is next from the Raider Activity Center.
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Egg is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-egg.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. This game is brought to you in part by Snowman, Mark Bowe.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
As we get you ready for second half action here inside the Raider Activity Center for you, broadcasting from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank, your small town bank and big time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Check out some of their locations, whether it might be in Foreman, in Gwinner, Lisbon. Check out a branch near you again at Stock Growers Bank. Sargent County in their road blue uniforms here with the basketball to start this second half of play, and we'll see immediately a tie-up here, and the arrow will go towards Maple River. So new still to Bixby, and there immediately was Abby Kalorn, who's putting a hat in, so to speak, for a player of the game nomination. 7 points, 5 rebounds. Nice step through by Violet for 2. Richmond now with 11. 32-23, largest lead of the game for either club here. And Sargent County with Cadoon right-handed side with the basketball. Well, there's a turnover, back-to-back turnovers to begin the half, essentially. Violet Richmond pass across the horn to Brielle, and a block shot by Lee. Lily Lee gets her 3rd block of the contest, as this will be on the baseline here for Maple River. Raiders with Hanning, with Brielle Kalorn, Irie, Abby Kalorn, and Violet Richmond here. Well, it's zone defense by the Bulldogs. Newston and Bixby up top with Cadoon in the middle with Sundquist and Lee on the bottom. Claire Irie on the skip, high post touch, Hannig. Hannig with the shot fake, takes a dribble, saves it from going out of bounds to Violet as they work it around the horn to Abby for her second 3! Splash City! Kalorn now in double digits with 10. Abby came in averaging 5 per contest. Turnover, Hannig to Violet. Violet with the spin move. Violet gets fouled, and Richmond will head to the line. Violet Richmond with 11 points will head to the free throw line, and all of a sudden for the Bulldogs here, they have came out and saw what was a 7-point deficit balloon up to double digits and some as Violet Richmond hits the free throw. Foul will be on Cadoon, her first, team's first of the quarter. 6-0 run to begin the half. Now make it a 7-0 run here for the Maple River Raiders. Again, a win for Maple River here tonight would essentially give them the whole shot as the number 1 seed in the District 1 tournament. Violet Richmond, left pocket 3! Splash City! Richmond with the triple and a timeout on the floor for Randy Searstead. 4 turnovers to begin the half for the Bulldogs, and Maple River has made them pay with a 10-0 run. Back after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is YourLiveEvent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on YourLiveEvent.com.
As we come back here, the Bulldogs give it up, but they get it right back after a turnover. Cadoon will see it right wing jumper over Hanig. Shot no. Rebound comes down to Claire Irie. That's her 4th. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bake North. Second here by Randy Steerstead. Abby Kaloran left wing 3. This one will graze the iron nose. Sunquist gets the rebound, her 4th of the game. Since it was tied at 19 apiece at the 3:58 mark in the second quarter, it's been Maple River 21-4 since then in terms of scoring. That's nearly getting to 5 minutes of basketball where the Raiders have done what they just did there. Brielle Kaloran gets the steal. Brielle Kaloran with the 3-on-2. Pops the pass to Hanig off the window. Good for 2. Hanig now has 7. Bulldogs down by 19 to Cadoon. Cadoon in the front court, able to spin at the left wing. Carly taking a couple of dribbles now. Violet Richmond coming out. This one goes left wing open as Lee on the block. Good ball movement there for Sargent County, and Lee gets the first field goal here for the Bulldogs of this second half. Still a lot of time left remaining here for the Bulldogs from a Sargent County perspective, trying to get it to 10 or single digits before the half, but they need to take care of the ball and try to find a way to get some stops in a row right now for Sargent County. Richmond, left wing 3, rising, shooting, and scoring. Violet Richmond, how do you do? 10 in the quarter and 19 on the night. Newstill to Bixby here. Bixby sees this, Violet gets the steal. Violet Richmond, oh, what a move. Violet Richmond with the steal and score. Cadoon bounce pass across the way to Sunquist, and a block shot by Bree. Here goes Violet Richmond, but we'll have a traveling violation then on Maple River. But Brielle Kaloran getting up for a defensive block shot here for the Raiders. Even Jay Coca on the baseline kind of had a ooh and ah factor there for Maple River defensively. Sargent County, it's all about weathering the storm right now. You're down by 22. Here goes Lee on the baseline off the window. Good out-of-bounds play as Lee now has 7. So 47-27 right now. Raiders leave it right-handed side to Hanig. Back to Violet Richmond. Richmond at the right wing. As the Newts calls out the offense here. Richmond left-handed side to Kaloran. Abby will hit the deck, able to stay with it though for a moment and then throw it off the shin of Lee. Raiders with 17 points so far here in the third quarter. Sargent County with 4. Ball will go to Violet Richmond. Skip now to Kaloran. Abby with a rainbow triple off the iron. No rebound. Hanig power dribble, and Lee will come up with the foul. Lee was trying to get her 4th block of the game. Instead picks up her 2nd foul. Hanig will head to the line, working on a double-double performance tonight. 7 points and 7 rebounds. Free throw attempt on the way here for Hanig. Right-handed toss is up and in. Hanig now with 8. As Mallory Bogart will check in for Sadie Newstill. Free throw attempts on the way. Number 2 here for Hanig. The Raiders from the free throw line now 5 of 7 from the stripe. Hanek free throw attempt that'll graze the iron. Rebound to Kadoon. That'll be her 6th. As you'll see this now to Kadoon. Kadoon in the front court, right wing guarded by Hanek. Kadoon making her way. There's a foul by Addison. Hanek will pick up her first, team's first, after the drive by Kadoon, and Carly heads to the line. Kadoon, this will be her 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the contest. Sargent County is now 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 5 points in the quarter for the Bulldogs. 2 field goals by Lee and a free throw by Kadoon. 2nd free throw upcoming here for Carly is up, and it's going to be long. Rebound goes to Irie, her 5th board of the game. Abigail Kaloran now crossing that Raider emblem at center court, left wing to Hanek. Gives it to a streaking and cutting Brio Kaloran. Off the mark, no rebound here for Mallory Bogart. Bogart gets the board. Mallory able to skip it. Now to Kadoon. Bulldogs get a stop. Now can they get a bucket? Carly steps into a 3. That'll be off the iron. Rebound here for Lee. Putback is going to be a foul. So Lee gets her 6th board of the game. She's pretty much right at her season numbers right now. Foul will be on Bree. That'll be her 2nd, team's 2nd of the quarter. Lee coming in averaging 7.6 rebounds, and that's where she's at right now, but adding to that offensively with her 8th point of the game. B-Set will check in for Irie. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Sargent County. As Lee will get this one to go in as well. Bulldogs 15 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second. So far here in the third with 7. Maple River, 11 points in the first, 19 in the second, 18 so far here in the third. Kaloran right-handed side of Hanek with the skip, and Kadoon nearly timed it. But Abigail Kaloran just caused enough interference where Carly didn't get a steal and score the other way. As Violet Richmond goes left-handed side to Abby. Abby looking for the skip, does to B-Set. Now to high post to Hanek, gives it to Bree. Bree with the pass, but there is Lee for the steal. Lee gives this one now to Bixby. Bixby in the front court here for Sargent County, as they will see it now for the Bulldogs to set up the offense. Bixby trying to get by Violet on the drive. Good help by Bree. Now to Kadoon. Jumper from the free throw line and a block shot by Hanek. Hanek will pick up her 2nd, team's 3rd. So now for Maple River, 2 on Bree, 2 on Abby and Hanek, and then 3 on B-Set right now here for Nathan Hoots. Kadoon back to the free throw line, where she's 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Free throw attempt for Kadoon is up and in. 48-31 Bulldogs trying to chip away at this deficit right now. Free throw attempt number 2 for Kadoon will rattle out. Rebound comes down to Hanek, now to Abby Kaloran. Hanek with her 8th board of the game. Kaloran to Kaloran. Bree with this one, and Sundquist comes away with a steal. Sundquist to Bixby. Bixby now at the right wing. Free throw line extended to Kadoon. Right pocket 3. This one will be off the lip of the rim. Rebound Sundquist. Put back. That'll go long as Abby Kaloran able to get the loose ball. Brielle Kaloran now on the front court at the left wing. Bree's going to drive, and Kadoon gets a partially blocked shot and eventually will come away with a rebound. Kadoon to Lee as Sargent County gives this one now to Bogart. Mallory Bogart here at the top of the key for the Bulldogs at the right wing as she slips a pass now to Kadoon. Kadoon at the right wing looking for the pick and roll, gives it back up top to Bixby. Bixby on the drive off the window, that'll go long. Rebound tapped, and eventually B-Set will come up with it. And a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. We'll break as well. 2:18 here in the third on the City Hope scoreboard. Raiders lead it by 17.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank to find a branch near you, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And timeouts on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. 48-21. 48-31, 21 points on the night for Violet Richmond. And the magic number for Sargent County coming into the game was 48. They're 10-0 when they've scored 48 or more on the season. Well, for Maple River, trying to minimize opponents to under 52 points. When the opposition scores 52 or more, the Raiders are 2-4 on the year. Well, full court pressure defense here. Sargent County. Abigail Killorn will see this now to Hanig. Hanig with the pass to B-set. Right wing now to Violet. Violet with a couple of dribbles up and over the pass to Abby. Killorn will step into a three. That'll go short. B-set saves it for a moment, but was out of bounds on the baseline here. The Raiders will give it back to Sargent County. See what the Bulldogs will come up with here offensively. A little diamond one pressure defense. Bixby, right wing, gets in the front court, takes a screen by Lee. Bixby, nice little hesitation move by Hanig and throws it up. No, good tip by Newstill to give it now to Mallory Bogart. Open canoe in three. This will run off the front of the rim. Board will come down to Hanig. Hanig with her ninth board of the game. Violet Richmond now crossing the timeline, far side. Richmond goes between the legs, not once but twice to Irie. Irie with a couple of dribbles, bounce pass, Hanig, 15-footer. That'll go long. Rebound to Mallory Bogart, her third. Bogart will see this now for the Bulldogs. Right-handed side to Cadoon. Cadoon with the ball fake. Newstill coming up with a screen, but this will be an illegal screen, not set with Sadie, and a turnover here on Sargent County. Newstill will pick up her second, team's third, as the Bulldogs will give this one right back to the Raiders. Violet Richmond up the far side at the left wing. Violet taking the ball screen. Richmond does to B-set here on the left baseline triple. That'll go short, rebound to Cadoon. Cadoon gets her 8th rebound of the game. Bixby, nice pass to Bogart here. Bogart at the wing, gives it back up top to Carly. She'll rise, three-pointer is going to go long. Rebound here going to be tapped out to Violet Richmond. Violet will see this as Abby trying to set the screen. Violet goes around it now to Irie here on this little weave. Irie to Abby. Abby throws up a three-pointer. Killorn, this one will hit off the iron long. Rebound, though, to Violet Richmond. Richmond driving kick. Irie, left pocket three on the way for Claire. Long rebound, though, for B-set underneath. And then we'll have a double dribble. But the Raiders right now owning the window here in the last couple of possessions. And Randy Searstead immediately says, hey, guys, we got to find a way to box out right now. Down by 17. Trying to limit the Raiders' possessions throughout the course of this latter part of the game. Newstill to Bogart, gives it to Cadoon. Sundquist back in, bounce pass across the way to the aforementioned Sundquist. Jumper is off the mark. Rebound to Mallory Bogart, her fourth. This one up and in for two, and a timeout on the floor. Mallory Bogart now with four. Timeout on the floor. It's a shorty here with Randy Searstead.
Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
48-33, quick timeout for Randy Searstead. They'll have two remaining now if you're Sargent County. Raiders get the ball into Abby Killorn here. Next jump ball would favor the Bulldogs. Violet Richmond sees this one. Here comes the double. Violet gets in the front court, up and over the pass to Abby. Abby at the right wing with it on the skip to B-set. Open to beat the horn three. That'll go short, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. It's Maple River 48, Sargent County 33 on the City of Hope scoreboard.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
48-33. Maple River 8 minutes away from trying to knock down Sargent County tonight in District 1 girls basketball. If you're the Bulldogs, you still got time, but nearly everything needs to go their way. 18-10 quarter in favor of Maple River in the third. Newstill will see this right-handed side, gives it to Kadoon. Kadoon at the right wing now with the basketball as it goes to the wing. Bounce pass inside Sundquist. Sundquist trying to get by Kalor. Nice slip pass. This one to Newstill for two. You come in and help, and there's no help to help her as Newstill gets her first field goal of the contest, and Sundquist gets the assist. Violet Richmond going behind the back now to Abby. Kaloran will see this one to Bree. Bree at the left wing will handle it now to Hanig. Hanig, 16.5-footer off the front of the iron. Good board here to Mallory Bogart. That's her fifth. Emma Bixby gets by Richmond in transition. Look at the pass to Newstill. Newstill with a shot fake. Newstill with a jumper, and this one will be an offensive foul here on Sadie. Tough one from the Bulldog perspective as Newstill will pick up her third. That'll be the team's first of the fourth quarter. But if you're Sargent County right now, good start to the quarter. Now it's just chipping away a little bit more. Violet Richmond, right-handed side, will see this one on the pass to Irie. Irie with it, now to Bree. Cloran with a shot, and then there's a foul as Bree will head to the line. This might be on Newstill, and it will be her fourth of the contest. City with her fourth, team second as Brielle Kaloran heads to the line. She's 1 of 2 so far here tonight. Raiders 5 of 8 from the free throw line here as a team. Now make them 5 of 9. Lee will check in. 9.6 rebounds and 3 block shots here for Lee in the contest as Kaloran will shoot free throw attempt number 2. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and gets the shooter's roll. Bree now with 4. Sargent County will see this one with Mallory Bogart, right wing. Bogart will skip it now to Kadoon. Kadoon taking the screen, right-handed side. Kadoon looking for a teammate, able to spin. Jumper from 14. That'll go long. Rebound for Lee on the inside. Abigail Kaloran hustling after it with it. Hanig as well, and eventually the Raiders will come away with it as they do up the floor to Bree. Kaloran finds it to Hanig. Hanig with a hard dribble, and she's going to be tied up with her and Lee, and the arrow will stay with Maple River. As Bree will inbound the basketball. Make sure you stay tuned with us. We'll have a modified post-game show. Abby Kaloran can't get it. Rebound here for Kadoon. Kadoon gets her 9th of the game. Modified post-game show. We'll hear from a victorious player of the game. That and more still to come. We'll take a look at the final numbers. Mallory Bogart able to drive left wing. Gives this one down to Emma Bixby. Bixby to Kadoon. Kadoon jumper left wing. Three-pointer no. Rebound tapped down the hands of Sundquist. Sundquist throws it up and she gets fouled. 8.6 rebounds on the evening for Sundquist. Foul will be the first on Maple River here in the quarter, as that one will go against Irie, her first. Free throw attempt here for Ashlyn is up and in now with 9. So you have 9 for Lee, Kadoon, and Sundquist here for Sargent County. Abby Kaloran will check out of the game. Be set, able to return. Free throw attempts. Number 2 is going to be off the mark. Rebound, though, for Sundquist. It's on the deck. And eventually we'll see a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Sargent County. One just boxed out the shooter. Sundquist saw that it was off the mark a little bit and able just to kind of come out of the gates and get the first deflection on the tip. And Sargent County will see this now on the inbounds on the baseline as they will have it with Mallory Bogart. Bogart able to skip it to Kadoon. Kadoon with it. Shot fake, gives it now to Mallory. Mallory. Ball goes deflected. Last touch here by Violet Richmond out of bounds. And it will stay Sargent County basketball. So far the Raiders held to just 1 point here in the quarter. Sargent County, they have 3. Bulldogs to Cadoon. Cadoon at the left wing, back up top to Bixby. Bixby will see this on the pass to Lee, and it's going to be out of bounds. Turnover here on the Bulldogs. It'll be their 13th of the contest. Maple River has 9. Rio Killorn will take a quick shoot timeout to tie up the laces. If you're the Bulldogs right now, you've done everything well defensively. It's just the offensive side of the ball needs to come with it here in this fourth quarter. Hannig, left-handed side to B-Set. B-Set will give it back up top now to Violet. And if you're Maple River, you're more than content running some clock off right now. As Violet Richmond at the left wing with the crossover, gives it up top now to B-Set. Allie reverse it now to Bree. Killorn will see this one. High post to Hannig, hand off to Bree. Bree down the paint. This one will be a foul here by Sundquist. Bree now with 4 points. Foul will be with Ashlyn. That'll be her second, team's third, and 2 free throw attempts here for the 5'10 senior forward in Brio Killorn. Awfully good volleyball player in her own right. Same with track and field here for Bree. Free throw attempt is short. Second one upcoming. Bree, free throw is good. Killorn, the only person for Maple River so far in the quarter to score. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Maple River leads it by 14. Emma Bixby, left-handed side of Cadoon. Cadoon with a couple of dribbles, hard drive, kick to the baseline, jumper for Bogart. No, rebound here for B-Set. B-Set gives it to Violet Richmond. Violet taking the ball screen, sees this one top of the key. Right-handed side, Violet with the drive, and Sundquist gets a block shot. Another block shot here for the Bulldogs with that length and athleticism. Bixby, right-handed side, trying to get by B-Set, drives to the short corner now to Lee. Jumper for Lily. Three-pointer will go short. Rebound, put back Sundquist, no. Ball still loose, and eventually Bree will come up with it. Killorn with her second rebound of the game, weaving her way to B-Set, now to Violet Richmond. Violet with the jab step and thought better of it on the reset as the Raiders can take this under the 4-minute mark before they got to get a shot off. Irie, high post to Hannig. Pass goes across to Bree, back to Addie on the inside, and Hannig throwing it. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes to Lee, her 7th. And if you're Sargent County right now, starting to get to the point where you can ill afford empty possessions. Mallory Bogart to Cadoon, 15-footer long. Rebound comes down to Brina, foul by Sundquist. Killorn will pick up her 3rd board. You'll see the 3rd foul by Sundquist, and that's the last one that Sargent County had to give before it's a bonus free throw opportunity situation here for the Raiders. As Maple River we'll have Violet Richmond here. Bulldogs looking to double. Left-handed side goes Sabrina out to Hannig. Hannig finds it to Violet. Violet inside the paint and gets this one to go. Violet Richmond now with 23. Bixby gives it right-handed side to Sundquist. Bounce pass to Cadoon. Jumper on the baseline. Carly got it to go. She's got 11 and a timeout on the floor. 3:28 remaining here in the 4th. Maple River leads by 14.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred Spring Wheat Seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out andersonseedfarms.com.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. It's 52-38 in the 4th quarter here. 3:28 left to play again in the 4th. Maple River 4 points here in the quarter. Well, for Sargent County, they have 5. Timeout was by Randy Searstead, and the Bulldogs will have just 1 remaining to stop the clock from here on out. So if you're Maple River, More about ball possession and control right now than anything else. Well, that'll hurt the Raiders. Good for the Bulldogs. Bixby sees this one. It slipped to Cadoon. Cadoon now back to Sundquist, and we'll see an over and back violation here on Sargent County. Can't fault the hustle, just couldn't get the ball to Ashlyn from Carly's sake. And now Abigail Kaloran will check in for B-set as the Raiders here on the baseline with Irie. Or on the near sideline, that'll go with Bree right now as the Raiders will give it back to Violet Richmond. Violet with it, left-handed side to Abby Kaloran. Bounce pass to Hannig. Up the window, left-handed layup for 2. Hannig now in double digits with 10. 23 for Violet, 10 for Addison Hannig, and 10 for Abby Kaloran here to lead the floor for the Raiders. Emma Bixby, bounce pass left inside to Bogart. Mallory now to Cadoon. Cadoon will see this, zips it across to Bixby. Bixby on the baseline, bounce pass, and Abigail Kaloran comes away with a steal. Abby will see this now with Violet Richmond as Richmond here in the center circle. Little hesitation move. Violet jumper from 13. This one will rattle out. Rebound to Sundquist. Will be your 8th board. Bixby. Now between the circles, left-handed side of Cadoon. Cadoon back to Sundquist here. Sundquist left-handed side to Mallory Bogart. Bogart with the skip to Lee. Lee with a shot fake, trying to get by Irie. Tiptoes the sideline. Leaves this one out the right wing. Bulldogs will give it to Cadoon. Left of the key. 3 on the way. Got it. Carly Cadoon with 14. Bulldogs back within 13 here, reaching the 2-minute mark as Maple River with Violet Richmond. We'll see it as Richmond right now goes between the legs. Bixby on the guard. Here comes a screen. Violet to Hannig. Hannig going right down Main Street. Shot is up, but rebound comes down to Cadoon. She's got a double-double. That's her 10th board. Cadoon pushing the floor now to Bogart. Bogart back to Carly here. Carly left and inside to Bixby. Bixby will shoot the three-pointer off the mark. Rebound to Abby as Kaloran gets her 7th board of the game. Now to Violet Richmond. And we'll have a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. Saw the double team coming here for the Bulldogs with 89 seconds left in the 4th. Raiders lead it by 13.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
54-41 Maple River out in front. Reminder, still got game number 2 a little bit later on here. Scheduled tip at 7:30. Might be a couple minutes after that, after the conclusion of this girls basketball game. We'll get to our post-game show here from one of the players of the game. Also get to our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest. That and more is still to come on our post-game show here on your liveevent.com. 54-41 right now. Raiders out in front against the Bulldogs as Maple River will see this with Claire Irie. Irie gives it to Violet Richmond, and that was as close as you could get to an over and back violation with probably not getting it called. As Violet Richmond goes right-handed side. Richmond on the short corner gives this to Irie. Irie back up top to Abby, now to Bree. Bree will see this here back to Violet. Violet at the top of the key. Shot clock working its way to single digits. Bree trying to get by Cadoon. Lost it on the way up, and a turnover here on Maple River. Emma Bixby. Bounce pass to Bogart here at the left wing. Bogart to Cadoon. Cadoon jumper, 16-footer for Carly. Rattling out. Rebound, though, for Hannig. That's her 11th of the game. All that Maple River needs to do is just control the ball, and there's going to be a foul, and that'll send Kaloran to the free throw line as Mallory Bogart picks up her 3rd and the team's 5th. As Kaloran heads to the stripe, 66% free throw shooter on the season here for the freshman. Kaloran free throw attempt is going to rattle out as Sundquist will check in now for Sargent County as Sadie Newstill will check out. Free throw number 2 here for Abby is up, and it's good. Abigail Kaloran now with 11 points, 55-41, and the freshman has now scored in every quarter. Sundquist will launch a three-pointer. That'll go long, and now you'll see Sargent County picking up full court pressure defense here as they will. Maple River with Irie on the inbounds, gives it to Abby. Abby will take a couple of dribbles. We'll see this. Raiders with the pass to Irie. Irie right wing, not a Hannig, gives it back up top to Bree. And if Sargent County not going to foul, all that Maple River needs to do right now is milk this clock away as much as they can. And the Raiders, in doing so, will remain perfect in District 1 basketball, getting to 10-4 on the season, 5-0 in District 1 play. And with a win tomorrow night against Tri-State, would officially clinch the #1 seed in the District 1 tournament. With this loss for Sargent County, they're going to go anywhere from probably a 3 or a 4 seed, barring how they do, particularly with their game against Tri-State on Monday, as the Tigers have a date tomorrow here in Tower City, then play the Bulldogs on Monday as well. Oaks right now in the driver's seat with that 2 spot as they beat Sargent County earlier in the year. 3-pointer by Sundquist is short, and that's how we'll end this basketball game here from Tower City. The Maple River Raiders 5-game winning streak now here for the Raiders with a 55-41 win here on YourLiveEvent.com. Our post-game show is coming up next. The Raiders were led by the 23 points of Violet Richmond, while for Sargent County they were led by the 14 points and 10 rebounds by Carly Cadoon. Post-game next here from the Raider Activity Center.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we come back here on our post-game show, 55-41, Maple River able to knock down the Sargent County Bulldogs here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, 55-41, Maple River with the advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com as Maple River 7 points in the fourth quarter, while Sargent County was held to 8. Taking a look at the final numbers, Maple River with 6 players in the scoring column. They go 8 of 14 from the free throw line with 7 made threes. Well, for Sargent County, 6 players in the scoring column, 4 threes, 9 of 14 from the free throw line. 14 make that 15 turnovers for the Bulldogs and 11 here for Maple River. Maple River led by the 23 points of Violet Richmond. Richmond also would go 2 of 2 from the free throw line and hit 3 threes. Violet Richmond again with 23 points. 11 points for Abigail Kaloran and 7 rebounds. 10 points for Hannig and 11 boards for Addie. 5 points for Brielle Kaloran, 3 on the way for Lila Richmond, and 3 for Claire Irie as well. Again, the Raiders led by the 23 of Violet Richmond. While for the Sargent County Bulldogs, paced by the 14 points, 10 boards by Carly Cadoon, 9 points, 7 boards for Lee, 9 points for Sundquist with 8 rebounds for Ashlyn. 4 points for Mallory Bogart with 5 boards, 3 points for Emma Bixby, then 2 points here for Sadie Newstall. Again, Sargent County led by the 14 of Carly Cadoon. As we get to our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Contest, and while the play of the contest for Maple River was a 21-4 run, it was tied at 19 apiece with 3:58 left to play in the second half. They would finish off the first half on 11-4 run, and then start the second half on a 10-0 run. That 21-4 run is our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Contest. Agassiz Precision Egg, your precision egg dealer in Hillsboro. Go to planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, kind of a dynamic trio here tonight for Maple River. Violet Richmond, Abby Kaloran, and also Addison Hannig, as the trio here in this one was able to combine for 45 of Maple River's 55 points. Again, Violet, Addie, and Abby are our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. We come back, we'll hear from the freshman who had, again, 11 points and 7 rebounds here for Abby Kaloran next on your live event.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we come back now, our post-game show, our player interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. As our camera gets a little bit tilted here, but with us now again is Abby Kaloran, 11.7 rebounds. Abby, congratulations on the win. Let's just talk about the end of that first half. What did that Lila Richmond buzzer beater three-pointer kind of do from the team going into the half up by 7?
Yeah, it was a big part of the game. It was a good shot. It was a great pass by, I think, Brielle.
Yep.
Yeah, she saw that, and then Lila just knocked it down. We were really hyped going into our second half. That helped a lot, I think.
Yeah, you come out of the gates in the third quarter on a 10-0 run. What did you see from your team just getting some steals? Obviously, you were able to hit a 3 in the third quarter. Violet got a couple of triples, but what did you see coming out of halftime that worked really well for you guys here, Abby?
Yeah, I think we all worked really well together. We had a really good defense, I thought, and we just kept pushing the pace. Never let up.
How fun was it to see Claire get involved with the three-pointer there in the second, Lila get involved, some players able to, step up in big situations. How fun was that for you to see?
It was so much fun. It was really fun.
Addie Hannig, obviously with her play with Lee and Kadoon, how much did you see her battle tonight on the interior, knowing that she had a lot of size and athleticism to deal with throughout the night?
There's not one game Addison doesn't battle.
Abigail Kaloran with us here. What's the biggest thing you hope to take from this one? You got another game coming up tomorrow against Tri-State 24 hours from now here, Abby. So what's one thing that you learned about your team in this one that you want to carry over, tomorrow night against Tri-State?
I hope we all work together as well as we did tonight, and I think we'll have a good game.
And without question, a nice performance, Abigail. Congratulations on the win and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break and put a bow on this one next.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Kadoon. Kadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
Again, those post-game interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Sargent County drops to now 11-5 on the season, 5-2 in District 1 play. Up next Saturday, a date with Benson County. Then they finish off their District 1 play at Tri-State on Monday. Again, for the Bulldogs, take a look at what happens tonight in some other games, probably looking anywhere from a 2 to a 3, maybe a 4, but for Sargent County, you take care of business against Tri-State. The worst you'll be as a 3 seed entering the District 1 tournament. While for the Maple River Raiders, they just got to win one game against Tri-State or Enderlin, and they will be the number 1 seed no matter what. If you win both, you'll be the outright regular season District 1 champ of the Raiders. Again, got the whole shot at being a number 1 seed. If they lose both to Tri-State and Enderlin, that's when stuff starts getting a little bit hairy. Maple River now 10-4 on this season, 5-0 in District 1 play. About 15 minutes, we'll get to the opening tip of the boys' game. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night and join us for another stream link of Maple River Sargent County basketball. This time, the boys are up next as the Raiders again pick up the win by 14 in the girls' game on yourliveevent.com.